Welcome to GoRV's multi-part series on all things lithium batteries and how they relate to RVing. We're shooting this in conjunction with BM Pro, David Bayliss, and of course Ryan Hammond from Sentry. Now Sentry is an expert, a specialist in lithium batteries. So Ryan, tell us, what is a lithium battery? Because of course they're becoming more and more popular with RVers in Australia.
Yeah, okay, so a lithium battery is very similar to an AGM in its construction and its look, if you like. However, the internals are quite different. So just like an AGM or a sealed lead acid, a lithium also has a cathode, also has an anode, also has a separator, etc. So all of the main components of your sealed lead acid battery are also in a lithium battery. One of the main differences, however, is that with a sealed lead acid battery, during the charge and recharge process, it undertakes a chemical reaction, whereas with a lithium, during the charge and recharge process, it's a transfer of the ions only, and that helps extend the life of the battery.
So maybe David, you might know this. Why is a lithium battery, or how is it different to a standard lead acid battery?
Well, the big difference that we're seeing with the lithium batteries, which we're introducing now, is the big one is their lifetime. So people have been using a lead acid battery, and they'll generally find in an RV game, in their caravan or similar, that it'll last for maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 years if they're lucky, especially with the storage issues you get with them, and they're not used for half the year. As we know, they're under wraps. The lithium batteries that we've got them testing here at BM Pro, and they just go and they go and they go, and there are some really big numbers that are being touted out there for the number of cycles that they'll go through, and we're starting to see that on the testers now. We're over 1,100 full cycles out the back here at BM Pro, and its lifetime is just incredible.
So there are, numerous types of lithium batteries, for toys and bits and pieces that you might use around the house. Are these the same type of lithium batteries that you would find in an RV?
There are different types of lithium technologies, if you like. I always like to say the lithium ion is an umbrella term, and within that umbrella term there's different technologies. Very similar to sealed lead acid, where you might have an AGM or a gel or a flooded, for example. Within the different chemistries, each of the different lithium-ion chemistries have different characteristics and is therefore suited to different applications. One of the other popular ones, so we use a lithium-ion phosphate, which I'll get to in a minute. One of the other popular ones though is an NMC technology, which is used a lot in electric vehicles. And they use that because the specific energy of the cells are higher than a lithium-ion phosphate. So they contain more energy and can deliver more power in a lighter weight, which is quite useful in electric vehicles.
But it's fair to say though, isn't it, that the lithium batteries that we're using as a replacement for the sealed lead acid in an RV industry are not the same composition as what you'd expect in the back of a smartphone.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, and they're made a different way too, aren't they?
Correct. Yep. Yeah. So they're normally a lithium polymer style lithium, which means the voltage of the cells are different. So that's another difference between the technologies of lithium, the cell voltage. Just coming back to lithium iron phosphate in particular, which is the one that are in the BM Pro Sentry batteries, the cell voltage is a 3.2 volts per cell nominal, which means 4 cells. 4 times 3.2, nominal of 12.8, which is very similar to that of the sealed lead acid.
So they've used that chemistry best appropriate to replicate what they're doing in a sealed lead acid environment.
Yep, correct. So that's one reason. The other reason is the lithium iron phosphate is the safest, or one of the safest of all of the lithium technologies. So there's been a lot of noise around lithium catching fire on planes and etc. That is not lithium iron phosphate. Lithium iron phosphate is a very safe chemistry. It's got a very high thermal runaway point, and it won't be catching fire unlike that other technology. And that's another reason that we've gone down the path of lithium iron phosphate, because of the applications that we're going into. It has to be very safe.
Yeah, of course.
So there is, a wide range of advantages to lithium batteries that we talk about for the caravan and motorhome lifestyle. What do you see as sort of the main ones, Ryan?
Well, we see weight's a big one, especially in the RV industry. I think David touched on it before with cycle life. So you get an extended period of life out of your batteries without having to replace it. Charge, fast recharge time, so they can be charged, ready to go a lot quicker. There's a number of other features as well. They have a very flat discharge curve, which gives you an extended runtime out of the same capacity battery compared to an AGM.
What we saw recently in one of the caravan manufacturers with their build was they actually designed around the fact that they were putting in 3 lithium batteries, which was reducing the weight in the van by roughly 60 to 70 kilos. And as you know, I know you've done series on different weight issues behind the towed vehicle, is that they're actually making design choices based upon putting lithium batteries in as compared to putting in a bank of 3 or 4 lead acid batteries, because there's such a big difference in the weight side of things.
Thanks guys. Now tune in next month because we're going to be talking about the physical attributes of a lithium battery. You know, the weight, the size and the storage aspects as well.